that diverse culture. So it does make in a business sense to embrace every different ethnicity in our mainstream.
New leadership emerged in 2006 as Damon Lester took over the presidency and Desmond Roberts became chairman. Taking advantage of the nation's record economic expansion, NAMAD continued to increase its political and economic strength and influence. State and federal government leaders, as well as leaders in the industry, accorded increased attention and respect, requesting NAMAD opinions on proposed rules and regulations. NAMAD leaders testified at congressional hearings. Despite the problem of disproportionate attrition of minority dealers, NAMAD membership continued to grow. Through good and bad times, NAMAD pressed forward in unity and diversity, increasing opportunities for ethnic minorities in all aspects of the automobile industry and seeking to ensure the presence of a meaningful representative number of minority entrepreneurs and employees in the retail sales, supplier, and service sectors, as well as in the manufacturing ranks.
The biggest success NAMAD has had has been having a cooperation among all minority bodies to come under one. I know there's been talk of different organizations and separation and so on and so forth, but we have found when everybody speaks under one voice that is much beneficial.
In our dealer body and in our dealer count, we are losing we are gaining as minorities, but we're losing as black dealers. And that is something that we as an associate have to address those issues.
And so, yeah, there's going to be friction. And the thing that we have to always guard against is let's not tear up ourselves.
In 2008, NAMAD honored its founding fathers, Bill Shack, Mel Farr, and Nate Conyers. Also gave the first Woman of the Year award to Miss Norma Ross.
The forefathers, I respect them greatly. I admired them greatly, their tenacity, their fortitude, their pioneer spirit.
Late in the year, the economy changed and the automobile sales were the first to be impacted by the emerging crisis. It was clear from the beginning that the scope of the challenge was national and soon became international. The origins were not in the automobile industry, but automobile sales were the first indicator that the economy was in serious trouble even before the housing, mortgage, and building sectors showed the downturn. Recognizing immediately the magnitude of the rising crisis, NAMAD leaders issued a call for an emergency response from the federal government. As the crisis deepened, NAMAD leaders sought to rally industry leaders to demand urgent and immediate action to stop the economic slide and to specifically take emergency measures to rescue failing auto dealers with special financing and to shore up automobile sales with special programs. Unfortunately, not all of NAMAD advice was heeded, and the Cash for Clunkers initiative was one of the few results. For a while that helped, but clearly it was insufficient and the downturn went deeper. The survival of American automobile manufacturers became precarious. NAMAD was out front leading the charge to rescue the American manufacturers. NAMAD reasoned that its members would be again disproportionately and negatively impacted if the domestic automobile manufacturers were allowed to collapse into uncontrolled bankruptcy. The American manufacturers have survived and NAMAD helped the process. NAMAD was active, NAMAD was aggressive, NAMAD was present when decisions were made, and the NAMAD voice was heard. Again, they didn't always do it the NAMAD way, but make no mistake, NAMAD made a contribution. NAMAD is striving to provide a platform to promote and celebrate the invaluable synergy between the automotive manufacturer and minority auto dealers. At a time when our nation is facing extraordinary economic challenges, cultivating opportunities for small and minority-owned auto dealers is essential for revitalizing the American economy. What a year for the industry! As the industry inches back to profitability, there are many success stories to be proud of. Everyone in and connected with the auto industry has gone through some turbulent times in the last year and a half. Those who are fortunate enough to survive are in recovery mode. While some have been fortunate enough to receive direct assistance from the federal government, others are finding it difficult to get funding to recover. The issue is so crucial to the recovery of the auto industry. Minority businesses are critical to the industry's success. Desmond Roberts, NAMAD chairman, spoke eloquently on the need of continued unity and diversity in the face of economic challenges. For more than 2 decades, NAMAD has trumpeted the advantages of inclusiveness. We saw this new majority developing more than 30 years ago and made it our mission to ensure the automotive industry was positioned so that we could all benefit from the rising tide of inclusion and acceptance. NAMAD leadership continues its commitment to promote diversity. We welcome NAMAD new chairman, Jose Pozos. NAMAD's goal today has been leading its members into key strategic battles as the association continues its fight for minority dealers to better economic times. For years, NAMAD has developed relationships, even some friendships in government with automobile industry associations, senatorial and congressional staffs. NAMAD has established a presence and cultivated an image of aggressive but responsible and informed opinion. NAMAD views and advice were sought, and NAMAD was prepared to do battle on behalf of minority dealers. The economy is still in difficulty. Like everybody else in America, we in NAMAD have taken a big hit these past 2 years. We have been seriously damaged. There's no concealing that fact. However, our credibility is strengthened. NAMAD goals are still in place so that as the economy revives, NAMAD is there, prepared for the opportunities ahead. We are looking ahead. We hope that you all are too. The great actor Morgan Freeman quoted Denzel Washington as having said of his remarkable career, "Success is the convergence of opportunity with preparation." We are NAMAD.